Hey guys, so what I want to make today is a very pointed video to just discuss some strategy and tips that I use when I'm slaying out in the Crucible for Destiny 2. You really have to take into account angles and things of that nature, radar knowledge, and just where do you get that from? How do you apply it? So you've heard these things mentioned before, but how do you actually use those things when you're playing Crucible? And how can you take some of this knowledge and apply it to your game to make it your own, but also at the end of the day, just make you more effective. So as I'm going through the environment here, I want you to just take note of how I'm cut out angles. I'm using the big walls to limit the number of lanes that enemies can see me from. So when I'm taking engagement, hopefully it's under my terms and I'm never fighting more than one or maybe two targets at a time. So watch me drift now. I'm changing my positioning, new lane, new angle. Now I'm going to come out to the left here. I'm going to take a quick peek, no one's, rotate right, but immediately getting back. See, they're just showing up. So you should have an internal timer on how long you have to take any sort of engagement. Okay, so time to start layering on some knowledge. So next we're going to focus on radar awareness and taking engagements, when to get that, information, and determining the lull period. So a reload is a perfect time to just look up at your radar and see the blips. Are they coming closer? Are they moving away? If I rotate my radar, are there actually more than one combatant approaching me? So like here, when I back up, I take a quick lay of the land, right? I'm sort of picking up where the radar blips are and then using that information to punish. Another big thing is not chasing the kill. So watch here. Watch when I push on this guy on the top balcony. I don't chase him, because if I chase him, I might get him, but I'm going to die for that. And me no like dying. So here you're going to see that I'm sort of cutting out the angles, taking my engagements, and figuring out when I can push. So I don't want Vorpal to push by himself. I'm going to chase after him, put some damage on, not chase, back up, reset. If I'm going to chase after him, I'm essentially making the determination that I want that guy to die so bad that I'm willing to die. I'm never willing to die. That is not an equal trade. So reset, take a breath. And the biggest thing about resetting is you're able to reevaluate the radar. See how I'm back up here? Move all the blips to one side. You never want them surrounding you. If they're surrounding you, not always, but it probably means you've made a mistake. So take the time to really manage your radar. So now I'm going to show you a clip where nothing's happening. I'm looking, but I'm just trying to let things come to me on the radar. It's okay not to chase after blips. So now watch. I'm just going to sit, watching the blips, waiting to see where things are coming. I'm checking where someone might be coming, and I'm just letting it happen, right? I'm not forcing it. Check the lane. Nothing there. Reset. So now during the animation for the super, watch. I'm actually checking my radar right now. I'm not watching my throws. And then because I know the tornado's there, no one's coming from the right. So while the tornado is putting in the work, I check my radar again. It's like a spastic OCD behavior to keep checking your radar and keep absorbing that information to figure out what the best next steps are.
Oh no!
And here's me blowing.
That was almost so perfect. I fucked it up.
Yeah, you did. On to the next. So here we are, we're starting off. We know people are going to come to B. I know what my gun's good at and I know what it's not good at. So again, this is really now starting to try to lock in this idea that it's doing a couple principles, really committing to them and doing them well. So here I am. Notice how I'm never showing too much. I'm listening to my audio. I heard the jump signature and I'm taking that feedback and I'm just looking to punish people for doing things. So here I'm just staying. Now watch, I'm going to go left here. See, I want to go look right, but I'm going to move left to that wall to look right. I don't stay in the middle and just rotate. Everything is about trying to change your positioning to make sure that you're never exposing yourself from any one angle for too long and you're just going on faith that, hey, maybe I won't get flanked. The reality is you will get flanked. It's Destiny. The maps are very small and you just have to be careful. See, when I pushed that guy, I moved up to the pillar, right? Again, constantly managing the number of directions of which you could take damage and get engaged. So here we're resetting. Back to B. Radar, tell me what to do. Radar, give me that information so I know what to do next. Gonna toss a nade to the spot on the radar. Don't get it? That's fine. Don't chase it. Don't put yourself at risk. See, even here when I'm engaging, see, I'm on that edge. I don't go all the way out to the peninsula like, let's go, do or die, whatever happens. It's not about that. So on to the next clip. Same thing. We're going to let the radar tell us what it wants to tell us, but we're not going to force it. So right now, I'm just absorbing pressure. Cut out the angle, reload, reset, check the radar. Just waiting to see, right? We know they're moving, but we don't quite know where they are yet. Now we're going to look to punish. He's hurt. Mentally, we know he's going to back up. So now here we come. We're going to push in. And now what you're about to see will look like an absolute mad scramble. And to be honest, it pretty much is. But using that radar, do the right click, check the radar. He knocks me out of my super. Okay, what do? Cut out angles. See, I use the box to my left. Constantly cutting out angles. Doing things that people are not expecting in order to punish. Here I am, checking the radar while I'm reloading. Quick look. There's a guy. So here we go. We're going to go down, cut out angles, get to cover. So same methodology, right? It's a mad dash, it's a scramble, but it's the same principles applied in every single scenario. Okay, the next clip I'm going to show you here is going to feel totally unrelated, but it's actually the exact same principles, just applied in a slightly different way. So I'm trying to do some picks, I do the reload, and while I'm doing the reload, I notice the guy has his Glacial Quake. Here he comes, he pops it. So now what do? You funnel the red dots. Get everything one side of you so that you can control the engagements. Pick him, but we funneled them, right? So second super, same side. So now it's known information and I'm looking for the right way to manipulate that data to my advantage. In this case, it's punishing 2 supers. But at the end of the day, what did I do? I got the red dots on one side of me so that I could control the level of the engagement and what was going on. That's it. It really wasn't much more than that. And then the other aspect of it is on a reload animation, taking in that information, checking that the supers were up, and then punishing based upon the information that was on hand. On to the next clip. So now what we're going to do here is I'm going to be running in cover a lot. I'm trying to get those dots on the one side, but I'm watching my radar. I'm seeing how they're rotating. I'm watching them. Notice how often I look one way and then the other. Part of that is looking, part of it is also checking my radar, trying to figure out where the gaps are, where to apply the pressure to be able to punch a hole to not die, to get out and regroup, or to figure out where I can get those picks and really punish folks for not being as disciplined or as principled as I am. So throughout this whole engagement, here I am on the turn, cutting out angles, right? Same principle as what we were talking about before. When we do the reload, we check the radar. We see what's going on. We're collecting information. He's got a machine gun. He just picked up the heavy. Can't expose ourselves for too long. Want him to waste the ammo. Want to try to get the pick. But at the end of the day, what did I do? If you go through that whole clip, just watch me go from wall to wall to wall, reading the dots, and then figuring out where I'm supposed to be at any given time. Okay, on to the next clip. Applying the principles. We're going to sweep left, covering the right side with the wall. Take a look. Holy shit, tons of people! We're going to run. We're going to retreat to the staircase because we want to cut out angles. Now, right now, we've already made the decision. If more than one guy comes out, I'm going to turn and bolt down that staircase. We're not going to stay and see if we need to run. We're just going to run. Alright, so it's 1. Okay, cool. Pressure. Let's move up. Let's see what we can get done. Check the radar on the reload. Alright, still same side. Let's reset here. Let's see what we can do. Glacial nade. Okay, we cut them out. Okay, time to punish. Time to punch a hole. We're going to now punish them for overcommitting and thinking, it's just one guy. Well, wrong one guy, because this guy has principle. That guy's on the wall. He's feeling, oh god, lots of people. So you know what? Look at the radar. Red dot. Get the danger man, the guy coming into the fight. Next danger man. At this point, we could then circle to the remaining people to do the cleanup. But what did we do? That whole time, it was the same crap all over again. We're going to get the dots on one side. We're going to close out the number of angles that someone can engage me from. And on the reload, you're really taking a look at that radar to collect information and then execute on it. I think this next clip really exemplifies some of the lessons learned to this point. Watch me hurt this guy. Don't chase him. Reset. If I run out in the open, there's too many angles I can get engaged from. Here we are collecting information. He's coming. We're going to think, all right, what path would he take? We're going to circle around, try to do a little damage. If everyone does a little damage, he'll go down. Here I'm just collecting data, looking at the radar, seeing where folks are, seeing if there's an opportunity to punish someone for overcommitting to an angle where they don't have cover. I'm not moving, just watching the radar, letting things come to me. Here we go, another reset. I see the other dot, moving out the way, getting the dots to one side, and now, here we go. All right, there's 1, there's 2, cool. So those 2 kills, no deaths. Reset, check it, punish. Use that middle piece to cut off angles from my right, punish. Oh, too many targets engaging me, back up. Reset. all on the same side. Are the dots coming? Are they not coming? Should I let them come to me and then punish them when they do? I think a fair way to describe this technique is being like a counter-punching boxer. It's letting people come, they're giving you information, and you're hurting them for everything that they did wrong and where they left the gaps. So it's the same principles. Get the dots, absorb the information, look for the opportunities, and when the opportunities present themselves, really mess them up for them. It's a fun technique, you should really give it a try. So guys, that's it. So thank you so much for watching the video. If you don't mind, do me a big favor. Like and subscribe, and most importantly, drop some comments. I want to know what you guys thought. Was the video helpful? Did I break down the information in a way that was fun to watch? Did I not cover what you were looking for? Did I not explain a damn thing? So let me know, because your feedback will really drive what I do next. So I just want to say again, thank you so much for your time, and I'll check you guys out in the next one. Peace.
That's 2. 3 opponents down.
While being chased.
Zone C lost. Enough.
That was fishy.
Enough.
That was fishy. Dang it, I ran into somebody else.
Zone advantage is yours.
Oh my god.
Super strength.
No.
Well, that was interesting.
Ooh, oh my god.
I just shoulder charged that dude into a weapon.
That's 2.
Oh my god. I'm saving it up.